Damn it. Trying to get that light out of the way. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, collective. Welcome to Ignite Your Soul, Merging Two Worlds. Today's video is all about the mind and how it works to create your reality with your current belief system. And I also want to talk about how we can easily change or shift a perspective and perception around beliefs, um, allowing you to receive your gifts, your passions, whatever it is that you're creating right now. And let's say you were taught to only focus on problems and you never can find a solution. Well, this is part of that reason. So 1 second. Let me turn this light off. Yeah. Okay. So as you all can see, I have tried something new. I'm trying these new Halo extensions. Let me know what you think. I love them. They're really cool. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're gonna talk. It is an open Q&A. I want you to ask the questions. I will seek the answers from my own experiences and what I've learned personally, how my mind works, and how I was creating from this limited perspective of who I was and who and what you all are as well, and how we're all connected. Okay, so it's going to be lots of fun. I want to clarify, like when you can hear, let me know if you can hear me okay, see me okay, all that good stuff, jazz. Um, I got some notes over here. So, like, just for today, I want to talk about like your self beliefs, your self talk, and how we can, well, and there is more than one way of purification, how we could cleanse these, um, let's see, a good word to call are parasites, like in your mind, the things that keep you in the loop and recreating a issue or a problem or a specific situation that just not does not ever become resolved, and it always keeps coming around. It comes back to you. Okay, so this has a lot to do with your mind. Okay, and the way you have been programmed, not just by whoever raised you, right? But in society where there's rules and regulations and only one way of doing things, or, you know, like that. So if you have any questions, even if nobody, and I let go of all expectations, I'm just out here um, giving you what the universe gave me when I personally learned that my self talk is creating my reality, right? So if I feel unworthy, I'm creating that unworthiness. If I feel unlovable, I'm creating that too. So whatever it is to you, and I kind of go down along the journey here with the mind. I'm going to talk about how it's connected to um, our physical experience, our emotional experiences, and our spiritual experience, and how we can expand on this. And I want you, collective, I want to know where you're at right now. So if you have a problem or a situation, I'm here as a guide, as a mentor, as a light being, that I've done this work personally in my own life to recreate my reality. Nonetheless, I have also shifted a perspective and mindset of not even retrograde, but a perspective and a perception of how I look at myself or how I feel in my own body, right? So yes, there is the body, right? And whatever the body is experiences because of these beliefs. Okay, so um, if you have any questions, put them out there. I'm going to take one card for each person that comes with a question in the Q&A to better clarify, because that's what I do. I channel the ethers of spirit. And you have loved ones that have also carried these similar belief systems. And well, these beliefs might not be working for you anymore, and it's time for a change. And it's so simple and easy and practical. Once you get the know-how, you're just missing the knowledge. And I have that knowledge. I've turned it into wisdom to bring to the collective. Okay. So either this is an individual perspective that you need to shift, or as a collective, we also need to shift. And I don't just do this for myself, or I don't just do this for you, collective. I do it for all that is. I do it for Gaia. Okay. This helps us release anything that no longer serves minds, our bodies, and our spirit. And this means our spiritual journey as a human being. We are human, yes, but we are also a light of the world. And literally, our life has showed us our passions, our purpose, if it's a mission. Not everybody has a big, huge mission, but everybody should be able to leave a legacy, right? A legacy. What is that legacy for you? So yeah, I'm going to wait, and I'm going to sit here, and if you have any questions, we'll see how many people show up. I'm letting go of all expectations. Let's have fun with this. Let's talk about your gifts. Let's talk about whatever you want to talk about. Okay, this is a clear space, non-judgmental. Just want to put that out there. I hold the energy of grace, of your own divinity, because what I have done for myself, you can also do. And I'm just a way shower. I'm here to show the way. Like, your mind is so powerful. Okay, first and foremost, your mind is beautiful as it is right now. No judgments to whatever you are experiencing, because whatever that is, it is perfect for you and your growth, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So you want to talk about your self-talk, you want to talk about your self-beliefs. If you're interested in, it's definitely about truth. And being truthful to yourself is the mystic's journey, right? We're all seeking clarity, or we're either seeking more confusion. If you're confused, you need clarity. This is the video you want to come to. Because I want to do this. I want to do this every day for you. This is, it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be packed with everything, not only that I experienced, but everything that we can pull out of the ethers in the non-physical. Okay, that's why I do what I do. I do what I love. I think on purpose. I speak with purpose. I feel with purpose. I act with purpose, right? And I had to first learn how to do that for myself. I didn't always have the greatest self-talk. Okay, I did not. And I learned that it's something that was programmed. It was either stuck in my mental body of energy, unconsciously aware of it. So I decided to bring it up to the conscious mind and embrace it, and just not be afraid of it, but look at it and ask it questions, and really get into my own self-talk. Where did this come from? Where did I first hear this? Where did this first become an issue or a situation in my life? Was it a relationship with someone? And you'll find that your self-beliefs and your self-talk create the relationships that you have on the exterior level. And there is such a beautiful process in all this. And I want to invite you all to ask me any questions that you might have on how to purify these thoughts. And it's not just about simply, quieting the mind with meditation. It is a great process, but there's so many more ways. It's not just meditation. That's just the beginning. And yeah, it's about really being able to open up your mind and come with no expectations. All right. I don't want you to have any expectations of anything except for taking in now new knowledge. Okay. Letting go of what you thought you knew, the way the mind works, and how it creates your reality in your situations, your circumstances, your problems, whatever you want to call it. There is a way to shift that and allow things to unfold naturally. And well, if you're already in a set belief and you don't believe that you can change it, then you're going to stay in the loop. All right. You're going to stay in a loop and you're going to keep creating from subconscious wounds or emotional trauma or mental trauma. Okay. And it's really important we don't create from that anymore. Okay. That is flat out. That's it. Okay. Because I was very unhappy in my life, in all my relationships. I just didn't understand. I didn't understand why the world worked even the way it did, why things were so set in place. And it just didn't respond to me as an individual soul on that soul level. So, and we all know and we're all aware that it's okay to read the Bible and to come from wherever you are presently with your belief system, but be open minded. God did not create the universe as good and evil or black and white. He made it so we can expand and love one another and grow from our lessons, our life lessons. And not a lot of people appreciate the lessons that they go through or even can understand why they're going through it. It's a contract. Okay. It is a soul contract. And before the veil of illusion and delusion was put over your eyes, that you needed to walk this harder path in life to learn the easier way out. And that's the only way. That is the only way out of a certain situation or a relationship that no longer serves you. Something toxic, right? It would be all the lower vibrations. You would be in depression, you would feel lost, alone, you have no kind of sense of value of the world. You don't have any sense of value of the way your relationships are playing out, your relationship with money, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with your parents or whoever raised you. It's all valuable. Okay. And that's what I'm here to teach you and guide you through any circumstances, any situations. Okay. And with a greater and deeper understanding that you are not just human. Okay. You are not just human. It is equally important. However, you are also a spirit, and we need to merge these together. And once you do that, collective, your life is going to change. And that is the career that I chose, is to be a game changer, a life changer. And I did it with my own life first. Okay. So maybe nobody will show up here and ask questions on this Q&A right now. But when you come to it, I want you to leave anything you have in the comments and we'll go from there. I'll answer the questions as they come in. I'll pull the readings and I'll still answer. Either way, it's energy. I can call it in at any time. You don't need to be present. I would love for you to be present because I love to meet new people. And see how you have um, grown and exponentially as a human being on your personal journey of evolution and transition, right? And transformation. This isn't just about information that I can give you, it is experience. And I don't do these videos live unless I can help you, unless Spirit wants you to receive the guidance that you are seeking and searching for, and you're just more confused, you're more lost, you're feeling more alone, you're in the dark. um, you are not. You are not alone. I also too experienced emotional trauma, mental trauma, physical abuse, you name it, whatever it is. I rebuilt my relationships even with technology and through energy, right? I had addictions, right? I had addictions to gambling, addictions to drug. I had it all. You're not alone, all right? And it was for me to experience so I can change it in my own life and know why I felt that way, know why I felt alone or lost, or like I didn't have any sense of value or direction for myself. I know what you're going through. Okay. And I want to get you out of that state of mindset. But I ain't here to do the work. I already did the work. You have to do the work. You need to listen. You need to take notes. You need to be emotionally available and present. All right. You need to be mentally available and present. And if you're not, maybe you're not ready yet. No judgment. I still want you to take notes. Okay. Maybe you're not ready to ask questions. You just want to show up. Here comes the sun, right? Here comes the sun. All right. So I'm going to just keep talking. All right. That's my job. It's here to be present mentally, emotionally, and physically, and spiritually. And for me, ethereally, I am channeling my higher self, my wisdom that I hold here, every aspect of my being. Okay. You also need to embrace every aspect of yourself and no longer separate yourself from your spiritual self. Okay. You are more than human. We need to lay it on the line. I'm letting go of all bias energy. Yes, you will be triggered when you see this video. And I say, good. Let it trigger you. Let that shit come to the surface right now, because it's no longer serving your mind. It is no longer serving your family, your children. It is no longer doing what it did. It may have once worked for us, collective, but I'm telling you right now, it's no longer that way. Time has changed. It is the end of time as you knew it to be, which means you're going to be able to think for yourself. You're going to know the difference from, spirit here, channeling and receiving divine guidance from the unknown energies, right, that create worlds with us and this world on earth. The difference from thinking the thought. When you think a thought, more than likely, it is going to be from the lower energies. It is going to be a fear-based thought, which is not negative, right? It's not negative or positive. It is there to move you, right? It's there to say, I don't want that. I want this instead. That's called the resistance we need to clarify the next obvious step. Yeah. So, where else do I want to go with this? Okay, so the mind, everything and every thought that you have is a relationship and a communication with your source energy. So whether you want it or you don't want it, it will play out. All right. And you will know the difference. You will become completely aware of, wow, okay, I remember thinking that thought. I remember asking or praying for that not to happen or to happen, and it will happen. It has to manifest. We need to check mentally, what vibration of thought are we sending out to the universe? Are we sending vibration of I'm unworthy? Then you're going to receive that exact vibration back. Emotionally, you're going to feel the same thing. You're going to feel lost, no kind of direction. As far as your physical body, it's going to come up in your physical body, right? Self-doubt. You're going to feel that self-doubt in the physical body. Like I'm feeling it right now since I talk about it. It's under I'm going to say the feminine energy right now because it is showing me my own self-doubt exists, okay? Or maybe this belief comes from a feminine energy that had the same thing. And I made it my own belief. Instead of being able to think for myself and say, I'm worthy, I'm worth loving someone and someone loving me back. It just depends on you and where you're at currently, right now, collective. But the mind, the emotions, your physical body, and the spiritual contract are all signaling you right now to higher enlightenment, to open your mind to the infinite possibilities of being able to express yourself, to think for yourself, to feel the way you want to feel in every single moment and every single day. All right. All we have is now. And whatever your experience right now, if it's really what you want or not. And no matter if you wanted it or not, it has to play out. So there's so many simple tricks, techniques to say, I'm going to get out ahead of it. Even though I'm in the midst of this, what my mind has already brought me by my vibrational thoughts and my reactions, right? Or my feelings, it can be changed, right? In the midst of it, let it play out, but we can change to react differently to what is appearing in our lives, right? So this is been passed down to me to carry the torch for my own ancestors, whether they're here in the physical or they are in spirit. I am a master intuitive psychic medium, and I channel the ether of spirit, my loved ones that's come before me and has also experienced mental, emotional, physical, and even spiritual trauma. All right. I have literally reprogrammed the way that this works in my life, which sent a ripple effect throughout the DNA. And I don't mean just the DNA of my ancestors alone. My intention is for the earth to exchange this vibration and this energy right now. No more holding back, no more bullshitting. If you like your life the way it is right now and you like drama and you like feeling and keeping this emotional trauma or mental trauma or a relationship that is no longer serving you and you just don't know how to walk away from it and be with yourself, I am your mentor. I am your teacher. All right. You're going to learn a lot about the mind, the body, the spiritual contracts, right, that we have with our loved ones, with our own children. It is so in depth and deep. There's no end to the possibilities of what we can in our own life by changing it in ourselves first. And we always have to go back to the self. And I'm not sitting here telling you that every day is easy for me. It is not. It is easier, But I also sometimes, um, and this was hard for me for a long time, and this is where I can mentor you, and you don't have to take years and years and years and years like I did. I have the key to your happiness. I have the key to that perfect mate, that perfect long-term relationship, that soulmate, that long-lasting relationships and friendships, and that relationship with yourself, most importantly. Um, so let's see. We talked about the mind, right? We talked about how the mental body of energy is connected to how the pain is coming up to the surface in the physical body. Okay. It is a sign, a signal that something needs a change, something not working the way you expected it to, because it's not for you. It's no more for you. This is your spiritual self saying, bringing it to the surface for you to go through it and get out of it. And you're going to get out ahead of it if you do it the way I show you to do it and how I communicate it. Um, so yeah. So your mind is so powerful, it has to do exactly what you tell it to do. So first is we got to look at these self-beliefs, right? Anywhere you feel limitation or limited to be, do, or have something or anything, right? Your physical body is signaling that to you right now. Um, and this is on an individual level, and it's also it's signaling it to you about the relationships you're involved in. All right, this could be at work, this could be relationship with money, this could be the relationship with your parent. There is so many different ways of healing the mind, the body, and enjoying the full experience and bringing so much more value to your life experiences. And this is a lot to do with forgiveness. Okay. There's a lot of forgiving you need to do for yourself. You've been hard on yourself. You've been beating the shit out of yourself. And simply because you don't know. You just didn't know. So there's a process and different layers that you're going to go through. Without a mentor, it's going to take years. You're going to go through different layers of healing. Your mind, your body, and your spirit. And this is so clear, and it has been made clear to me, that it is a way to liberate yourself from any limitations. All right. Because once you start a new self dialogue and you don't even need to actually see it. I just want you to believe in yourself that you are more powerful. Source did not create us to be so dumb and dumbfounded and naive. Okay. You thought you were naive, but really you just were lacking the knowledge that I have to give you to create your own dreams, desires, passions, missions, new careers, whatever it is. There's no limitation to the opportunities and the new doors, new relationships, that will open up to you, for you, because you did the work. And you're the only one that can do this. You cannot just sit back and be idle anymore in your own life, or you're going to end up like your ancestors that are teaching me right now from the non-physical. I'm not saying you have to be a psychic medium, no, but you are intuitive and you are lacking the connection to your authenticity and being able to think for yourself. right? And be able to be guided and receive guidance on the next obvious step or what to let go of that no longer serves you. Person, place, things, other people's ideas. Fuck that. All right. I'm calling the shots in my own life. And I am unapologetic right now to anybody. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I used to be okay with that. I never wanted to hurt somebody else's feelings. But now it's different. If I'm here and I'm hurting your feelings, it's because that's energy that you are putting out. And it's my job to liberate you and to trigger you, right? Stop being afraid to be triggered. Allow that trigger to show up. That is the resistance you need to take the next obvious step. And there's the light again. So, next time, no, I'm going to say it now. There is actually a domino effect, all right, that happens mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, all right, because of this shit, these parasites in your mind that are telling you are less than, you are incapable of being, doing, having. Fuck that. Nope. Don't believe it. I am a witness in my own life, and I do not come here without the energy of grace and to share it. My authenticity is real and you, collective, I know you know it. I know you feel it. I know you want change. I know you're afraid of change. And that's because you're taught to fear change instead of go with the flow. Okay. And when I say go with the flow, like I said, things are already changing. They're always changing. There's always momentum here. So become aware right now what you really want and send that message out to the universe. Remember, if you're angry, that's okay. If you are jealous, that's okay. If you are feeling lack of something, you're separated from what you really are meant to have. Your life is to live, not survive. Okay? You are not here to survive anymore. So, for divine feminine energy that is most dominant out there, you are hiding your true authentic self because you're afraid. If I release the real me, I will lose something. I will lose somebody. Fuck that. You're going to. I'm firsthand going to tell you it ain't no bullshit. You are going to lose something. And I'm going to tell you right now, don't think of it as a loss because what's going to happen next is you're minding your own business. You're staying in your own lane. You're creating your own happiness in your life. They're going to want it. They're going to wonder, what the fuck is she doing right now that she's so alive? She's so happy. Everything is always working out for her or him or whatever. But, and that's another thing, no gender base, right? No gender base. The soul knows no gender. You've been in many lifetimes and experiences a male or a female. It's in the contract to experience both. You've had many, many lifetimes, one or the other, and you will know. You will know what your mainly attract to you, okay, and how you feel about that attraction. So these are also about learned behaviors and how even the learned behavior can be changed, right? It can, and it can only be changed with your effort and the love and how you care about your own self, right? And we got to start with the self-talk, right? What are these thoughts that you believe are yours? They're not. They're not yours. Are they keeping you small? Are you feeling weak and wispy? Or are you strong and vibrant and confident in who you are and how you communicate with others, how you show up in every relationship? Look at that. All right. There is a ripple effect. The mind shows up in the body. So this is a sickness, a dis-ease, a disease. All right. It's pain. Where are you suffering for no reason? Okay. For no reason anymore. There may have been a reason for that suffering. And yes, there always is. It is only to come up to the surface for you to become more aware of the pain. All right. And there's so much natural ways without taking drugs or having this addiction. I mean, if you have it, great. You can do that responsibly too. I personally learned that just today, because I really dealt with a lot of toxic relationships and addictive behaviors, habits, and patterns in just my immediate family, my earth family, as far as my mother, father, siblings, and all that. And I noticed it being repeated in the children and in the grandchildren already. I'm like, whoa, okay, wait a minute. Something's off. When it's off, because it's a repeated cycle, habit, pattern, belief system. There is many ways to heal your mind, to heal your body, and that is with merging with your higher self, with your highest and greatest timeline and self. That being knows and focuses on exactly what you're thinking, feeling in every moment. So it has to manifest. So you're going to learn about manifestation, and purification, your spiritual essence, your physical body, your mental body of energy, your emotions, right? Where are you lacking intimacy with your person, with your significant other? Where are you lacking intimacy with your children? Okay. It is wide scaled. There is not like one little dot that we can focus on. We can focus all over the place. So you, collective, and I'm coming tomorrow, and I'm going to show up. Be persistent. That's what I hear. Be persistent. Be proactive. Keep coming. Keep talking. Keep believing in myself. That's what I do. That's why I show up. That's why I can communicate with confidence and with clarity, because I don't no longer need clarification outside myself. Okay? No more clarification needed outside myself. I am a channel. You are a channel. You could be a channel. You could be anything or anyone you want to be. You no longer have to live a preconceived destiny. You get a choice. Your choice, collective. So with that being said, right now, I'm going to leave this open. Please leave your comment. I'm not afraid of you coming here and saying something harsh to me. I prefer you didn't. But I know the real truth. That is you. That is your own self, right? Because I know who I am. And putting aside all bias, I can be whoever you want me to be. You bring the energy. I no longer have to mirror any of that anymore. I'm not here to project anything but optimism and inspiration and movement, empowerment. That's who I am. That's who you are. So, yeah. With that being said, you can't escape. You cannot escape your own physical reality and these situations and problems with your relationships. We have a relationship with everything. I have a relationship right now, energetically, with my laptop, and that depends on how I treat it, right? I have a relationship with this coffee table that I'm sitting at that is connected to the earth element, wood, right? Um, yeah, so make it happen. Leave me a comment. Um, if I feel like it, I'll respond. I always check within my own source and whether you are deserving or undeserving, I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to put it with no bias. It's going to trigger you, but it's also going to inspire and empower you to look deep within yourself because you can't affect me. You cannot affect me. All right. So, with that being said, I'm going to sign off. I love you, collective, and allow the light to rise up and enlighten your path from within the self. Bye for now.